punta tayo doon sa legislation, Senator. Kasi, you have such a long track record of passing so many landmark laws na madami doon hanggang ngayon. Napakabigat pa rin ang impact sa governance. So, one of them is actually the train law. Diba? You were part of passing that. And it's acquired a recent significance dahil nga dito sa takot na magkakaroon tayo ng another round of oil price hikes because of what's happening in the Middle East.
Right.
So, do you think na yung current proposals calling on the president to exercise some of yung powers under the train law, is that a way forward to address this, or do we need legislation or some other policy in order to safeguard the public interest even in the face of possible oil price increases?
Barry, we need legislation.
Okay.
Kailangan magpasa tayo ng batas in order to empower the president to revise the tariff once certain conditions take place. Ngayon, pag umabot ng $80 bawat bareles ng crude oil, yan po ang proposal to give the power to the president to review the tariff for crude oil. But having said that, ang ating budget ngayon, maraming items na pwedeng gamitin. Alam niyo po ba na sa ating budget, mayroong mga 12 to 114 billion of contingent funds. Contingent funds and confidential and intelligence funds. Ito po'y pwedeng gamitin. Ito po'y sapat na authority because precisely ang gulo sa Middle East could not have been predicted at the time when the budget was being crafted. Kaya po tawag din contingent eh.
Tama.
So, mayroong pundo para sa contingent fund. Mayroon pong pundo para sa confidential and intelligent fund activities. Yan po ay mahigit sa 4 na bilyong piso. 4.5 billion sa Office of the President. Kaya yan po ay pwedeng gamitin at i-realign para sa assistance sa ating overseas Filipino workers. Hindi, yan po ay pwede pong gamitin agad. All that needs is the authority of the President to realign some items in the confidential and intelligence fund for assistance to the OFWs. Yan pong contingent fund ng mga 14 billion ay pwede rin gamitin. So there is enough authority in the present budget. Hindi po kailangan hintayin ang Emergency Powers Act na sinasabi ng Pangulong Marcos. Hindi po kailangan. Ang nandyan po may sapat na kapangyarihan sa ilalim ng umiiral na batas para matugunan po ang problema ng ating mga kababayan sa Middle East. But this doesn't hindi po ibig sabihin ay hindi natin kailangan reviewin ang ating excise tax system, lalo na po doon sa importation of oil. Kailangan din po reviewin kung ito po ba dahil maraming nagrereklamo that mabigat, and this is a hindrance to our being able to invest para po sa ating investment climate. Kailangan din reviewin. Pero kung sabihin natin na kailangan agad ang pondo para po sa ating mananagot dun sa mga pangailangan ng ating mga kababayan sa Middle East, mayroon pong sapat na authority sa ating General Appropriations Act to be able to address this. Ulitin ko lang, mayroon pong kapangyarihan ang Pangulo to realign items in the budget mula sa isang item papunta sa isang item. So mayroon po tayong confidential fund sa Office of the President, mahigit po 4 na bilyong piso. Ang buong contingent confidential intelligence fund sa buong budget ay mahigit sa 112 billion pesos. Yan po ay pwedeng gamitin ng Pangulo in order to assist our overseas Filipino workers habang naghihintay ng authority ang Pangulo to revise the
Excise tax.
tariff for oil para naman po maagapan ang pagtaas ng pangunahing bilihin dahilan po sa mataas na presyo ng krudo.
So if the situation gets worse in the Middle East, you can use the confidential intel funds as a means to repatriate our Filipino compatriots back to the Philippines. But insofar as the oil is concerned, we need to review the excise tax.
That's correct because may epekto po yan sa ating ekonomiya. The cost of the basic commodities is affected by the tariff on imported oil. Kaya kailangan din agad matingnan in order to prevent a spiraling of the cost of the basic commodities. Ngunit insofar as authority to provide immediate relief, mayroon po sapat na authority sa ating budget ngayon.
So, basically, may short-term solution ka,
Right.
and then meron kang longer-term approach na which involves a review of the law.
But just a curious question. You were part of the Senate that drafted the train law. What is the logic behind the $80, boss?
Hindi ko malala. I assume, hindi ko malala, Edwin, but I assume this is the threshold amount
At that time.
that the economist says should be addressed.
Okay.
Kung talaga umabot dyan because of the epekto sa ating presyo ng pangunahing bilihin.
Yeah.
Boss, I am very, very confident that your advice to the president in this show will be taken into consideration because they're watching us here.
Well, but you are assuming, Edwin, you're assuming something which you should not. Nanonood ang Pangulo sa inyong programa.
No. May not be the president, but all the advisors. Lalo na bibili sila lalo ng libro ni Frank Drilon pag nakita itong Being Frank dito. Ayan. Yan ang libro mo, boss.